Hello Libra, Libra Rising and Libra Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting May 1st, 2017. And a quick reminder for all of you out there, remember if you do want to get a session with me, you do need to go to my website, integrativemysticism.com, or just follow the links below. I do have a special little announcement. I've got a new tarot deck here. I'm really excited to share it with you. It's a fun little deck, the Everyday Witches Tarot, or Everyday Witches Guide. Really cool deck, so we'll get to have some fun with that here as we get to it. But what's going on with your astrology this week? Let's start there. Now, a lot of you may have already known that Mercury will be going direct this week. If you saw the monthly horoscopes, talk about Mercury going direct in your committed partnership sector, your closest one-on-one relationships area. And it's going to actually be speeding things up or speeding things back up in communications, in developments with those closest one-on-one relationships, your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, BFF, business partner, roommate, all the people you share your closest one-on-one time with. But what's interesting about this week is that later on as we get closer to the weekend, we've got Mercury conjunct to Uranus in this 7th house as well. And this can spell a breakthrough. This can spell a huge opportunity to basically get away from a constant norm that has been sort of a thorn in the side of a close relationship that you have. Maybe it's a conversation style that's not really good with a friend or with a partner. Maybe it's some kind of rule or some kind of boundary or some kind of, some kind of inhibiting influence that is basically barring intimacy or closeness or even progress in a relationship that needs to be more productive. And so whatever this influence is going to be cleared as we get closer to the weekend, which is really nice, because if somebody's been stuck in the mud, paralyzed, stuck in the past, whatever, we're going to be kind of snapping that energy like a twig. So what's going on also this week, though, which is very interesting, unique to this week, is that we've got the Sun currently in Taurus in your 8th house of intimacy and shared resources, as well as your passive income and self-employment income, forming a gorgeous sextile to Neptune, currently in your 6th house of work, reputation, your schedule, and this definitely focuses more on the monetary as well. So this is going to be a nice balanced week. This is going to be focusing more on your finances. There may be some kind of unexpected development you are selected for, some kind of unexpected prize or extra project outside of what you normally do on your regular schedule on the job. And this may even be something that goes in addition to what you currently do even for a business that you run yourself. Whether it's a new long-term chance or just something that may be a little bit of a boost, it will start to make itself known again in that latter half of the week. So what's going on with your cards then? Well, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Elf Queen. And I know we've gotten this recently, and this makes a lot of sense, but that Mercury retrograde and that Venus retrograde trolling through Aries all throughout April and March. Because with the Elf Queen, we talk about the need to pay attention to the burden that comes with being the person who has to make sure things get done. Somebody has to be okay with being the captain of the ship or the leader of the group. And sometimes that does fall on us, and that means we can't focus on being popular. And sometimes that also means that we have to kind of give it a rest when it comes to trying to force ourselves to accept limitations that are not good for the group or the greater good. And this week you may be finding yourself, in a bit of a cognitive dissonance there. A lot of you Libra people are really good at being live and let live. But where are too many chances given, too many opportunities lost when it comes to group work and group endeavors? This could be, something that goes on at the office. This could be a spiritual group, an artistic group. This could be in a family situation. We've got to be able to be, Mr. or Ms. Tough Love every once in a while, even though that might not fly with a lot of folks. Maybe because they're not used to it from you. Maybe that's got to change. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the Queen of Swords reversed. Now this week, Libra, this card can indicate a certain amount of, let's just say, hostility when it comes to the workplace, even though we've got good going on, because the Queen of Swords reversed can indicate somebody who's basically got it out for you that they may have gotten themselves in some kind of trouble or some kind of hot water or done something wrong. I honestly, Mr. Libra Rising here, have had a huge challenge in my life not taking the blame or volunteering to take the blame for other people's mistakes. If people will do something incorrectly, they'll not follow directions, they don't pay attention to things. You know, sometimes I will go ahead and share the blame with them or take the blame with them because it makes me think, oh, maybe I wasn't clear, even though it was idiot-proof. You know, this could happen with a client or a customer this week. This could happen with a coworker this week. And the Queen of Swords reversed is basically, however, an invitation for you to learn to stick up for yourself, but also not be afraid to fight this person back. You know, she may actually be even a boss or somebody who you're even in a hiring process, you know, with. And with the Queen of Swords reversed, is basically learning to correct another person's mistakes without trying to misappropriately take on the blame for the mistake that they made. Because it's not worth your reputation or any cost if they're the ones who screwed up in the first place. Why do you need to shell out more? It can be a little bit hostile, maybe a little bit difficult, but it's important to learn that lesson. For your communications with air, when it comes to friends, relatives, and the others in your life, we do have the Ten of Swords reversed. And this is actually a really good card to get reversed because I always see this card and I keep getting the feeling from this card of second chances. Now, if this is second chances with somebody that we thought we had a falling out with, second chances with somebody that we may have thought we burned a bridge with on accident, or maybe things have just been really tense and we just haven't been talking for a little while. The Ten of Swords reversed is speaking to an opportunity and a need for you both to take a second chance on each other. And you will get that opportunity this week. I do feel like there is going to be a need to look into that, whether both people are afraid or both people are too busy, you know, don't be saving face on this one. That's not empowerment. This is going to help you understand why the connection might be more important than the pride, okay? On both sides, it's a second chance. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Eight of Cups reversed. Again, people are coming back into your space. The Eight of Cups reversed isn't necessarily a bad card, but I think with the Eight of Cups reversed, it's people coming back into your space that you aren't prepared to have a new beginning with. Maybe we don't know what that beginning is supposed to be. You know, sometimes we don't know that we can actually just be friends with somebody who's an ex. Or maybe we can be friendly with a relative that we didn't used to have friendly relationships with. Maybe this is somebody coming back into our space in a completely different capacity than we're used to their assignment being in our life is. And, you know, with the Eight of Cups reversed, it's important to pay attention to where we can be flexible with that. It can also be, interestingly enough, Libra, a bit of a challenge for you to go back to a place that you, or a person that you ran away from, that you might have had second thoughts about running away from in the first place. You may actually find out that you are taken back quite easily and readily. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Four of Wands reversed. And, you know, this is actually, again, we got all reverse cards here, but I'm going to say at least 2.5 are actually good reversed cards. And this is definitely one of them. You can't really get the Four of Wands reversed wrong. Turn it upside down, throw it in the worst places possible, it's still a good card. And with the Four of Wands reversed is basically saying, on a romantic level, we are finally getting down to actually taking an opportunity, a romantic opportunity, seriously. Whether it's you and a crush, or you and a friend, or somebody new into your space, the Four of Wands reverse indicates taking something more seriously by getting things, you know, either on paper, getting things planned out, or finally taking a date for a test drive. Now, the Four of Wands reverse does come with its share of work. We do have to do the setting up. This is not something that does fall together. And sometimes there's a lesson in that. Sometimes relationships don't just fall together perfectly, you know, and that's okay. For those of you who are currently coupled, you and your partner, again, taking something much more seriously when it comes to a plan that the two of you have made together. Maybe it's time to seriously think about trying to have that baby, seriously thinking about moving to that new space, or maybe with the Four of Wands reversed, even taking more seriously the time that you want to spend together. If there's enough quality time, the Four of Wands reversed can also talk about a need to take your social life more seriously as it involves your partner. Who are the friends that support this couple, this relationship, this marriage? Is this something that we have? It does take a village to raise that as well. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session, you can always follow the links below or go to integrativemysticism.com.